Good, happy Sunday morning, February 23rd, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Good Morning, New Hampshire. Grab you a cup of coffee, everyone. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this Sunday morning edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. And also, we have a special guest today on the show, so we will go to that special guest in a little bit. But first, we are going to kick it off with your news. We're going to start off with local news first, so let's begin. In local news today, Seabrook police go above and beyond in call to help World War II veteran in the cold. John, 94, had broken heater. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
What happened, the heating system didn't work.
John Vlahos has seen a lot and done a lot for his country in his 95 years, enlisting in the Army in 1942, fighting battles in Europe, but on a recent frigid winter morning, he needed a little help himself, calling 911.
It was one of those weekends where it was like 6 degrees. Got to the house and he was all bundled up and freezing.
It was hovering near 30 degrees in his Seabrook home. Officer John Giarusso answering the call.
World War II veteran, part of the greatest generation. He shouldn't be freezing in his own home. He was freezing. We got him hot coffee and some breakfast, and we got him a room at the hotel so he could be warm and until his heat's fixed.
A gesture Vlahos won't soon forget.
They put me in the hotel. They did just about everything for me. They took me to a donut shop where I had hot coffee, muffins and so forth. Then they took me to the hotel to relax. So they went along and they did a lot of work for me.
Sometimes you see a lot of the bad stuff and you don't see all the good stuff.
That was definitely the good stuff, helping him out. Police say if and when Mr. Vlahos calls them for more help, they will be right there on his doorstep.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into national news. In national news, fears of coronavirus pandemic growing as cases rise in South Korea. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Overseas now tonight to the growing fears over the coronavirus. Health officials warning we could be on the brink of a global pandemic. New hot zones reported outside of China, hundreds of cases now in South Korea, and the virus spreading in Europe, and new warning signs tonight for Americans here at home. ABC senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell is in Seoul tonight.
Tonight, fears of a possible coronavirus pandemic are growing. Now, a major new outbreak in South Korea, more than 400 cases. Government saying most of them are linked to a single religious sect and a nearby hospital. South Korean officials racing to contain the spread, spraying the streets and testing thousands of people.
So when you get countries like Japan and South Korea that have these cases that are person to person to person without any real ability to point to where it came from, that's the makings of a pandemic.
A new outbreak now developing in northern Italy. A dozen towns on lockdown, churches and businesses closed, and Milan shutting down public offices. As with new outbreaks in the Middle East, many of those infected have no obvious link to China. The World Health Organization says COVID-19 has killed more than 2,300 people, with more than 77,000 cases, and warning that the window of opportunity is narrowing to contain the outbreak. America's top infectious disease doctor warning if the spread doesn't slow, we could see more cases in the US.
if this evolves into a pandemic, there's no way we in the United States are going to escape having more infections in this country.
There are 13 Americans under quarantine in this unit in Nebraska, 11 testing positive for COVID-19. All came from that cruise ship in Japan.
All right, Ian Panel joins us now from South Korea. And Ian, I want to focus there in the country you're in right now. What are health officials doing there to stop the rapid spread of this virus?
Well, Tom, they've designated 2 areas as special management zones, and we know that all shops, businesses, restaurants are closed inside there, and the authorities are concentrating on trying to identify anyone connected to this outbreak, testing thousands of people. We've been in touch with 2 American teachers who are based inside the hot zone. They're telling us they have confidence the authorities are on top of this.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go to weather, and we have a special guest here on Good Morning New Hampshire to deliver the weather for us today. We're so excited to have a guest on Good Morning New Hampshire, our first very guest of Good Morning New Hampshire doing the weather for us. Please give a warm welcome to weatherman Timothy Breslin. He does the weather on the Timothy Social Media Weather Center. If I got that name wrong, I apologize. He'll tell you more about that.
Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Timothy Breslin. Temperatures up with fall sunshine for Sunday and into the start of the week. A more active and wet pattern returns midweek. Bright and evening mild Sunday with highs near 40s north to the upper 40s south. Monday will be sunny with a mild highs in the lower to mid 40s north to the low 50s south. Clouds fill in overnight Monday into Tuesday as our next system approaches. Overnight into Tuesday morning, a line of rain showers develops. North of that line in the northern half of the state, there may be a few areas of wintry mix. Most, though, see light rain showers through the morning commute Tuesday. The scattered rain shower the rest of the day. Highs in the 40s. Cloudy with rain and some mix north on Wednesday. Could be some heavy downpours in the afternoon and evening. More rain and snow early Thursday morning before the system pulls away Thursday afternoon. A few snow showers are possible Thursday afternoon as the system departs. Precipitated west and north. Colder air returns by Friday with highs in the 20s to near 30s. And here's your 7-day forecast. As you see, Monday is going to be a beautiful day. Today is going to be also beautiful. We're going to bring you up to 40s and 30s. And 50s by Monday, and Wednesday and Thursday we're gonna have wintry mix and so forth. And I'm meteorologist Timothy Breslin, and if you want to like my page, it's at the Timothy Breslin, the Timothy Weather Social Media Network on Facebook. And now back over to Riley King.
Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our weatherman and our guest. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into New Hampshire life. Let's talk about that event calendar happening around New Hampshire, Boston, and Maine. Sundays, unplugged all day at Patrick's Pub and Eatery. Family mini golf, 12 p.m. at the Children's Museum of New Hampshire. The Gate Johnson Theater, Paul Creative Arts Center at 2 p.m. Love/Sick Romantic Comedy by the Majestic Theater, 2 p.m. at Majestic Theater Studios. Ragtime, the Musical, 2 p.m. at Seacoast Repertory Theater. Pride and Prejudice by Kate Hamill and Jane Austen at 2 p.m. at Bank of New Hampshire Stage. The Unfortunate Dems of Edwin Pickett, 2 p.m. at West End Studio Theater. A Grand Time of Singing, 3 p.m. at Concord City Auditorium. That is a look at the event calendar in New Hampshire and Boston and Maine. And as you know, on Sunday is brunch and breakfast. And we love talking about breakfast places in New Hampshire. So, our breakfast place we are talking about this week on Good Morning New Hampshire is the Red Blazer in Concord, New Hampshire. Breakfast buffet, as you all know, we love talking about breakfast and things. So, here is the Red Blazer Restaurant Breakfast Buffet. Our award-winning breakfast buffet is served every Sunday from 8 a.m. until noon time. Join us on Sunday mornings for an experience unmatched in the greater Concord area and beyond. Our offerings include our famous egg lasagna, yummy, that sounds yummy, scrambled eggs, eggs benedict, bacon, sausage, home fries, homemade hash, homemade sausage biscuits, breakfast pizza, baked beans, as well as a selection of breads and English muffins. Made-to-order oatmeal, pancakes, waffles, and crepes are all favorite among our patrons. You will also find a selection of fresh cut fruit, a nice sample of cakes and pastries made fresh in-house just for the buffet. The Red Blazer Breakfast Buffet popularity is largely based on a quality of fresh homemade offerings, but what really sets us apart is our amazing staff, many who have been with us for the entire 19-year history. A familiar face is all but granted when joining us on Sunday morning, adding to what makes this venue so popular, the tone, feel, and pulse of the Blazer on Sunday morning is the family within the Blazer family that makes it all happen, leaded by family Patricia Katie, along with son Pedro / owner and his wife and his daughter and the very impressive grandson, can all be found somewhere in the production setting and pace and mood on a Sunday morning. All we ask is not to waste the food. Patrons can enjoy as much food as they are willing to eat. We encourage multiple trips and looking to clear empty plates. Wasting food is not just a deterrent to controlling costs, but morally wrong. Leftover food will not be packaged for takeout. Bring your appetite and enjoy. We look forward to seeing you soon for our famous breakfast buffet. Very cool indeed. I will need to go and try it out. I love breakfast places, and oh my god, that sounds cool. And we're gonna switch gears now. Let's go into entertainment news. BTS feels so lucky for fan love as Map of Our Soul 7 drops. Let's take a listen to that video from Access Hollywood.
Yeah, thank you!
we were so lucky, like, to receive like such love and all the support.
Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, BTS. Let's bring them. Come on, guys. They are the biggest band probably to hit these shores since the Beatles.
Fans known as the Army have been lining up for days in freezing temps to jam the Today Show Plaza for this morning's special appearance.
Some armies were waiting from Wednesday.
I'm first.
So how long have you been online?
I've been here since Wednesday, 2 a.m.
And those who got to the front not only had a great view of BTS, but earlier they saw the world debut of BTS's new music video for On, the lead single off the new album Map of the Soul 7, which features 20 songs.
7 is kind of like an important title for us right now because we got like 7 members here, and it's also a symbol of the lucky number, and it's been like 7 years since our debut, so we thought that 7 could be the perfect title for right now.
On carries with it a positive message, which is a common theme with BTS's music.
When I became an ARMY, I wasn't at a very good spot. So when I listened to BTS's music, it made me rethink about my life choices and everything I did. And I was like, okay, maybe I should love myself.
With an adoring army of fans, it's no surprise that the boys have enjoyed their stay in New York, and they got a pleasant surprise when they took their first subway ride. They were shocked by how clean it was. But they can expect a different kind of ride when they all pile in for a carpool karaoke with James Corden on Tuesday.
Like a small van.
Okay, and there you go. And now let's take a look at those celebrity birthdays and see which celebrities are celebrating a birthday today. And happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they all have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful Sunday. And thank you for joining us for this Sunday morning edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you back here later on today for Good Evening New Hampshire. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everyone. Enjoy that nice sunshine out there. And talk to you all later. Goodbye, everyone.